What's up, family? Comedy school shooter, Lonnie Dangerous. Bang. Tonight's story, it's my story, and the question is, were you ever seriously ill when you were little? And yeah, I was very ill. First, I came out, I was a month late. My mom said that she was just so tired of carrying me. It's like, so like on the last one, she was like getting depressed, like I would never come. And my dad took her to Atlantic City to the boardwalk to go fishing. And I came out with like mad problems. I don't like to talk about it. I say that a lot now. I don't like to talk about it. There's a lot of things that I don't like to talk about because they're my own personal stories. So, you know what I mean? But I was born bow-legged, pigeon-toed, and one leg longer than the other. And I was one of those kids. It was at a time where they would have these baby shoes, and the baby shoes would have a long metal bar in them, and that would be some way for the kid to learn for the legs to grow evenly, I guess. I don't know, but I remember having to wear them, and they were so restraining. I didn't like it, but I had to wear them. And then I had asthma. I had really bad asthma, like deep. I don't know, I've been getting bit by these mosquitoes at night, and then it's just like itches all the time. But yeah, I had severe asthma, like big asthma attacks. And I remember it was in a school. I think it was on the I think inside where they have those jungle gyms where you swing like this. I think I was swinging up there, and I think I like ran out of breath and went into an asthma attack. And I think that's how it was. And then the next thing I remember was I was in the bubble. Like I just became in the bubble, and they told me that I had to be in there for a while. And while I was in there, how I remember, because I remember that my classmates, it was like, must have been right before we got out of school. So I remember my classmates, first they sent stuff like, hey, I hope you get well and stuff like that. But then some of them even came down to the bubble, to the hospital where I was in. It's like a bed, and then it has like, first it was a bed, and then the bed has like a curtain on it, and people can't come in, you can't go out. It has a zip. I don't think it had a zipper on it. I don't remember. I know I was getting fed, but I don't remember like how it worked. But I couldn't have any contact with people, so they would be on the outside and I would be on the inside. And I remember that I kind of got sad because they were going to summer. We had like all these plans that we were gonna do and have fun, and I could not go. I was stuck in there, so I just sat in there for so long. And I think the scariest thing was on the first night. I don't know, maybe I said this before, but in the hospital, I don't know if they allowed them or not, but I know that at nighttime, I saw my parents leaving, and I really felt betrayed. Like, who would leave a kid in here? Like, I don't know anything, you know what I mean? Like, and horrified, scared, like, what's gonna happen? I'm here alone, you know what I mean? And I think that's when I started learning, like, you're gonna have to deal with it on your own, you know what I mean? You're on your own. And I think I was in there for like maybe a year, maybe at the end, and then I came back at the middle of the next year, I think, and then next school year. And before and after that, I was allergic to so many things. And I was thinking that there's one other time, because it was such a problem all the time. I was allergic to dust, grass, pollen, milk, like all dogs, everything, you know what I mean? I would have all type of reactions, and I remember one time, I don't know if it was for vaccination or it was for all my allergies, but I went to the hospital one time. I was always going to the hospital, but I remember one time they had like a tray, and there was like 11 shots on there, and then I just had to sit there and take them. And I thought that was the most horrifying thing ever as a kid. Like, who would do such a thing to a person? I just felt, and then as I moved around, I had to learn to adapt to the whole, because it was serious when I was a kid, the allergic to milk part. You couldn't even be around. And then I think my parents, they wanted to have dogs. So at first I think we started having poodles and stuff because they heard that was like better for me. And then we started just like, fuck it. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like, always. One time, I was in Chester and my uncle was about to have a party at my grandma's house, and I was out there before, and we were just out there in the park just kicking it before it was time, right? And I was playing with all the kids, and I don't know, I think someone was chasing me or I was chasing them, and I ran down the steps in the park, and when I ran down the steps, the railing had like this metal piece on the bottom, and I was holding on to it while I was running, and when I ran, it just slid all the way up my finger and cut it wide open right here. And it's this one. And when I got to the bottom, I was feeling pain. I looked up like this, and the meat was just like hanging like this and shit, and I could like see my bone in there. And my uncle was supposed to be watching me, so, but they were still gonna have the party. So, but I wanted to be, because they were gonna have a whole dance off, and the crews were coming. So I wanted to like at least watch, but I was like a little kid, and so I had to sit in the kitchen and wrap it up with a paper towel until my mom got there. And you see all these crews coming. The party was going to be in the basement, but they have to come through the kitchen and go down into the basement. So I'm just sitting there mad, watching all, like knowing that I'm not going to be able to go down there and watch it. I was so mad. Then I had to get a cast on my whole arm. And that was another time. I remember I had the cast on, but I'm left-handed, so, but I couldn't hold the paper in school, so, like, some of my friends would come over and try to hold the paper for me, like, thanks, dog. And, like, they also, like, writing on my cast, that was, like, a big deal, too. Everyone wanted to get their names on it, like, let me get mine on it. And I couldn't wait till I got off. When I finally got it off, I was feeling like it was, like, a lighter arm going back to school.